Now, let's get into this cabinet reshuffle. Christian Porter is going to be moved to the Industry, Science and Technology portfolio, previously held by Karen Andrews, and Linda Reynolds moved to Government Services and NDIS. Of course, that means that a number of other ministers are going to be impacted, including Peter Dutton and Michaelia Cash. Now, Jim, is the government in a state of crisis or chaos? Can it be a good thing to have this many ministers having to change their portfolios?
Well, I don't think we had a choice today. Like all Australians, or like some Australians, I watched it on TV. I wasn't part of it. No one asked my opinion. Rita, I can tell you. But I watched it on TV. I did not get the impression that this was a panic move. Yeah, sure, there is real impetus behind us because of what's been going on for the last 4 to 6 weeks. But putting Peter Dutton into defence is just one point in a whole range of movements, which I think were very, very good. Dutton is a tough guy, and that's what we need in defence. I make no aspersions on my colleague Linda Reynolds, but Peter Dutton is very, very experienced and might have more clout in cabinet than she did. Although she got $270 billion for defence over 10 years, and she did deployment after deployment. Melissa Price is going into cabinet. I think that's very good. She spends vast amounts of money.
But Senator Molan, can Linda Reynolds deal with her new portfolio if the last job had her, essentially the stress from it has seen her on medical leave? Is she equipped to take on NDIS? That's quite a significant task in itself.
Well, it is. And government services, Stu Robert has done a very, very good job in government services. And I think that we are just going to have to wait and see. I mean, I know Linda relatively well, and I was very surprised about the medical condition that brought her down. Now, let's see how she goes. Give her a chance. Let her get into it. Let's see what happens. But if I could,
Senator Jim Molan, thank you for your time. Go ahead.
Thanks, Peter. No, I was just going to say, the bottom line here is that the Defence Force has never been better for the wars that we have fought for the last 75 years, Rita. What we've got to do now is look at the Defence Force for what we may have to do in the future, and I have great hope that Peter Dutton will do that. It doesn't have the lethality, the sustainability, or the mass to defend us into the future. And the country itself, all of us, lacks self-reliance and lacks resilience. That's Peter's challenge, in my view.
It's an enormous challenge. Thank you for your time, Senator Jim Molan.
Thanks, Rita.